Welcome to Hashtag Real Estate. Last week, we explored tax and the costs involved when acquiring physical property. This week, we focus on the types of properties that can guarantee you the best returns. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hashtag Real Estate. I'm Samay Zake.
And I'm Deboho Mafodi of TM Group. From apartment buildings to storage unit, you can find the type of real estate project that appeals to your personality and resources.
But what type of properties can guarantee you the best returns and less risk? Do stay tuned as we take a quick look at the different types of real estate investments that you can make.
The world of real estate investing is so varied that any property investor can find something to suit their taste and needs. However, with all this diversity, investors tend to look for one and the same thing, which is to make money, and the more money, the better.
A yield may be expressed as a way of measuring future or potential income of an investment. And the way in which you calculate yield is taking your total annual rental income and dividing that by either the value or the cost of the property. So for example, if I'm to purchase a property for R1 million and I'm expecting monthly income of 9,000 Rand, the first thing I'll have to do is take the 9,000 Rand, multiply it by 12 to get it into an annual income, and that will give me about 108,000 Rand. And then secondly, take the 108,000 Rand divided by the value and cost of the property, and that will give me a yield of about 10.8%. We need to be very careful not to confuse yield with returns. Yield mostly calculates your future incomes, where returns basically focuses on that year. That's why you have to subtract your operating cost in order to know what your return on investment is for that year. What drives yield from my perspective, I have to say number one is demographics, because demographics basically affect the way real estate is priced. It affects the demand, also affects the way in which it's supplied. And secondly, I'd have to say interest rates, because a change in interest rates basically influences the ability of an individual to purchase a property. Thirdly, the general state of the economy, because as we know in general, with a higher GDP comes a higher consumer income, then follows a higher saving and the ability for one to invest into property. I'd say for a more experienced developer and investor, it would have to be commercial retail and industrial property. Because from last year they reported to have the highest yield, which was about 12.3%. And for an average investor, it will have to be student accommodation, specifically one-bedroom student accommodation, because they give off yields between, you could say, about 9% and 10%. It's above interest. One-bedroom apartments are generally priced between 550 and R1 million, which is considered to be the sweet spot in the property market. Because properties below 900,000 Rand actually enjoy the benefit of free transfer duties. And in general, there's a bigger population of people who can afford to pay rents between 4,000 and 800, opposed to higher rents on two-bedroom apartments. And I would say one-bedroom apartments also have lower operating costs compared to two-bedroom apartments. So your maintenance, your rates, and your levies will be lower in that regard. The main objective is wealth creation. So, and yield is a way in which you measure your income. So people should chase the yield, but I think most importantly, they should focus on the location, because location is a determining factor on your yield.
We will be back after the break with more as David Green, CEO of Pro Africa Property, joins us in studio to share his insights on the topic.